Welcome to our step-by-step guide on getting started with Node.js, the powerful JavaScript runtime for back-end development. Get ready to unlock the power of server-side JavaScript and build your own scalable and efficient back-end applications with Node.js. All right, let's kick things off by getting your development environment all set up. Head over to the official Node.js website using your preferred web browser. You'll see a big green button to download the latest LTS version, which stands for Long-Term Support. This is the version we recommend for most users as it's considered stable and receives regular updates. Once the download is complete, go ahead and run the installer. You can usually stick with the default settings, but feel free to customize them if you know what you're doing. During the installation process, you'll be asked if you want to install additional tools like Chocolatey. It's generally a good idea to check this box as it can make managing packages and dependencies easier down the line. Now, while that's installing, let's talk about code editors. A good code editor can make your life so much easier. Personally, I'm a big fan of Visual Studio Code, or VS Code for short. It's free, open source, and has fantastic support for Node.js development right out of the box. Once VS Code is installed, you can open it up and install the official Node.js extension. Open up your terminal or command prompt and type node v. If you see the version number printed out, congratulations, you've successfully installed Node.js. That's it for setting up your development environment. We're now ready to dive into the exciting world of Node.js. Before we jump into building back-end applications with Node.js, it's crucial to have a solid grasp of JavaScript fundamentals. Don't worry if you're a bit rusty or new to JavaScript, we'll cover the essentials. First up, let's talk about asynchronous programming. In Node.js, many operations happen asynchronously, meaning they don't block the execution of other code. This allows Node.js to handle multiple tasks concurrently, making it super efficient. To work with asynchronous code, we use callbacks, promises, and async await. Next, let's explore some powerful features introduced in ECMAScript 6 or ES6 and beyond. These features make JavaScript more concise, readable, and enjoyable to work with. We'll cover destructuring, which allows you to easily extract values from arrays and objects. We'll also look at template literals for creating more dynamic strings and arrow functions for writing shorter function expressions. Understanding the this keyword is crucial in JavaScript. It refers to the object that is currently executing the code. Another important concept is prototypal inheritance. In JavaScript, objects inherit properties and methods from their prototypes. This allows for code reuse and creates a powerful way to structure your code. Lastly, let's talk about error handling. Mastering these JavaScript fundamentals will provide you with a strong foundation for building robust and efficient Node.js applications. Now that we have our environment set up and a good understanding of JavaScript fundamentals, let's dive into the core concepts of Node.js. At its heart, Node.js is all about modules. Think of modules like building blocks that encapsulate specific functionality. We can create our own modules or use the vast ecosystem of pre-built modules available through NPM, the Node Package Manager. We'll learn how to export and import modules using require and module.exports. Next, we'll explore the event loop, which is the heart of Node.js' asynchronous nature. The event loop continuously listens for events and executes the corresponding callbacks, allowing Node.js to handle multiple requests concurrently without blocking. Working with the file system is a common task in back-end development. Node.js provides the RFS module, which gives us a set of functions for reading, writing, and manipulating files. Remember, the official Node.js documentation is your best friend. It's regularly updated and contains a wealth of information. In this chapter, we'll explore the power of NPM, the Node Package Manager, and use it to build some simple projects. NPM is like a giant library of reusable code packages, and it's incredibly easy to use. To get started, we'll learn how to install packages from NPM using the npm install command. We'll also see how to create a quote package.json quote file, which is like a blueprint for our project, listing all the dependencies and scripts. Let's build a simple command line application. We can use a package like commander.js to easily create command line interfaces with arguments and options. We'll create a simple script that takes some input from the user and displays a message. Next, let's level up and build a basic HTTP server using the built-in HTTP module. This server will listen on a specific port and respond to incoming requests with a hello world message. As we build these projects, we'll encounter various NPM packages that can help us with tasks like logging, debugging, and testing. Remember, NPM is your best friend when it comes to finding and using pre-built code. While we can build everything from scratch using just Node.js, frameworks and libraries can significantly speed up our development process and make our lives easier. In this chapter, we'll explore some popular Node.js frameworks and libraries. Let's start with Express.js, the most widely used web framework for Node.js. Express provides a simple and elegant way to handle routes, middleware, and create REST APIs. We'll install Express, define some routes, and handle different HTTP methods like get, post, put, and delete. Once we have a basic understanding of Express, we'll dive into connecting our applications to databases. We'll explore two popular options: MongoDB, a NoSQL database, and SQL databases like MySQL or PostgreSQL. For MongoDB, we'll use Mongoose, an object data modeling (ODM) library that makes it easy to interact with MongoDB databases. For SQL databases, we can use Sequelize, a promise-based ORM, object relational mapper. Chapter 6: Mastering Asynchronous Patterns and APIs. Asynchronous programming is at the heart of Node.js, and mastering asynchronous patterns is crucial for building efficient and responsive applications. In this chapter, we'll dive deeper into callbacks, promises, and async await. Callbacks are the traditional way of handling asynchronous operations in JavaScript. We pass a function as an argument to an asynchronous function, and this function is executed when the asynchronous operation completes. Promises offer a more elegant and readable way to handle asynchronous operations. A promise represents the eventual result of an asynchronous operation, and it can be in one of three states: pending, fulfilled, or rejected. Async await, introduced in ES7, provides a more synchronous-looking syntax for writing asynchronous code. We can use the async keyword before a function to indicate that it returns a promise. Inside an async function, we can use the await keyword to pause the execution until a promise is resolved. In addition to asynchronous patterns, we'll explore common APIs used in back-end development. Mastering asynchronous patterns and APIs will give you the tools you need to build powerful and responsive Node.js applications. Chapter 7: Building Real-World Projects. Now that we have a solid understanding of Node.js, its frameworks, and asynchronous programming, it's time to put our knowledge into practice by building real-world projects. Let's start by creating a CRUD API with Express.js and connect it to a database like MongoDB. This API will allow us to perform create, read, update, and delete operations on a collection of data, such as products, users, or blog posts. We'll use Mongoose to interact with our MongoDB database and define routes in Express to handle different API endpoints. Next, let's explore real-time applications using Socket.io. Socket.io enables bidirectional, event-based communication between a server and clients. Authentication is a crucial aspect of many web applications. These are just a few examples of the many exciting projects you can build with Node.js. Chapter 8: Testing and deploying your applications. In this final chapter, we'll cover two essential aspects of professional Node.js development: testing and deployment. Testing is crucial for ensuring the quality and reliability of our applications. We'll explore testing frameworks like Mocha and Jest, which provide a structured way to write unit tests, integration tests, and end-to-end tests. Once we're confident in our code, it's time to deploy our applications to make them accessible to the world. We'll explore popular cloud platforms like Heroku, AWS, Amazon Web Services, and DigitalOcean, which offer various hosting options for Node.js applications. Containerization with Docker has become increasingly popular for deploying applications. Throughout this chapter, we'll emphasize best practices for testing and deployment, ensuring that your applications are robust, scalable, and easy to maintain. Congratulations, Node.js Master. Thanks for following along with our Node.js Beginner's Guide. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep building and experimenting. The world of back-end development awaits, and with your newfound Node.js skills, you're well equipped to build amazing things.